All right, the number one secret to a successful relationship is...
Who is this?
You'll find out in a second. All right, guys, this is Dr. Schilling with
Dr. Jess.
bringing you the thought of the day. And today we're bringing you the number one secret to make a relationship successful. Can you guess what it is? Do you know what it is?
Nope.
You sure?
Yep.
Of course you know what it is.
I do.
It's a shared vision of the future, right? So if Dr. Jessica and I are in a relationship, whether it's business or personal, if we don't have a North Star guiding us to one singular point, then you're basically going to be at risk of losing each other.
Yep.
Right? And that's not something you just say one time like, hey, Doc, what do you think if we did this? You'd be like, sure. And then we never talked about it again.
Right.
How's that going to work out?
Not going to work right.
Not going to happen.
No.
We would go eventually like that because it has to be a daily thing of working back together.
Yeah.
Checking in. Like, as a partner, if you can find a relationship or create a relationship better, to say, hey, I'm not feeling consistent with my definition of myself that I've decided to stay consistent with this.
Yeah.
You know, I was hoping you could keep me accountable to that.
Right.
Right?
Working out.
Exactly.
Eating.
Right.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, talking to each other, talking to the kids, whatever it is. Right. The point is, like, if we have that North Star, then we can both say, hey, how you doing on that? We can have action items. Right. We can have check-ins. Like I recommend families have weekly check-ins.
Right.
Involve your kids. Get on the same page. Have your kids help design that North Star. What's that common vision?
Yeah.
Right? Because everybody's rowing the same direction.
Yeah.
Somebody's not like chucking an anchor in the water and be like, oh, watch this.
Yeah.
Whoa! Not going anywhere. Right? You got to have that vision in the future.
Yeah.
So, I mean, can you think of an example of how that's worked in maybe in your family?
What, shared vision?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that we do check-ins, and I would say that it's like almost a daily check-in.
There you
like
go.
How are things going? I would say nutrition-wise, like we do family meal planning, things
Absolutely.
like that.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, you can never have too much communication, right?
Right.
Once you set the goal, write it down.
Yeah.
Okay, that's your key action step for right now. Write it down and then talk to each other. Like, if we're in a relationship, I'd say, hey, Doc, write down your vision of the future, like what you want to see happen. I'm going to write down mine down. We're going to compare notes.
Okay.
Because then what happens is you can be like, about that.
Yeah.
I'm not really on board with that. You're like, really? I thought that we were cool with that, right?
Yeah.
But that's where you clarify, because you have these ideas in your head. If you don't get them down on paper, you're running out this story you're telling yourself, and guess what? Your partner might not be on the same path as you.
Yeah.
And you fast forward 5 years, 5 months, 3 years, 30 years, and you realize, hey, who are you again?
Yeah.
What
are we doing?
What kind of boat are you in over there? You seem to be rowing the different direction to me.
Yeah.
Right? It's easy for it to happen. So set the goal, set the vision, and then work toward it daily, weekly, monthly. Plan for your quarterly family check-ins. Have retreats if you can, you know?
Yep.
I think every family deserves to have a week off every quarter to just go have fun, relax, and then just break out some big whiteboard or, you know, sticky notes like we use here.
Yep.
And just plan it out. Like, how we doing? Like, hey, Johnny, hey, Susie, how you doing with your stuff, you know?
Right.
You know, whatever your thing is. So that's your action step. Decide what your future is, what you want it to be. Write it out in great detail if you can. Have your partner do that, and maybe it's maybe you're still a kid and you're living at home with your parents. Maybe you want to work with them to do that. Maybe you're married, or maybe you have a dating relationship. Write it down. Share it with your partner, and do it that way. Okay?
Love it.
All right, beautiful. Thanks for joining us today. Hope it was a teaser for you to keep you going forward, because this is how you design your life, right? The best way to design your life is, and the best way to predict your future is by designing it and making it happen today. Create it. So go forth and have fun doing it, all right? All right, guys.
Have a
great
one.
night. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. See ya.